Hey everyone, it's Kevin, known as the Metalwargod, and I have a mail update. The CDs, I'm not going to include vinyl on this update. I'll do a separate one on the vinyl that I've been getting. And I'll tell you, it's been about a half CD, half vinyl mix. But anyway, here's the CDs I've been getting, and we'll start off with a bunch of them here. Some of them are new releases, some of them are not. But we're going to start off with this first one here. Band called Wretched, and the album The Overlord Messiah. This is on Alone Records, come out in 2017. Just 6 tracks, well, maybe more of an EP, not a full length, but definitely heavy metal. More traditional, I would say, but let's see, in the vein of maybe Judas Priest, Cage, right along in that lines there. But anyway, here is some Wretched with The Overlord Messiah. Up next, now these are going to be mainly ones that are new releases. These are early new releases. They might be up on the website now, but these are all from Stormspell Records. And they had a deal going on. If you buy 5 or 6, you get a mystery CD. And I did do that. And most of the CDs are anywhere from 10 to 12 bucks. Of course, Danny Kane is the owner-operator of it. And first up is a band called Spell Witch. They're in the vein of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Saxon, classified it's classified here as dark, romantic, heavy metal, but good stuff. This is The Witching Hour, and I just started listening to this good stuff, and of course this is only on CD. I don't think you can get it on vinyl, maybe eventually, but anyway, here is first up from Stormspell is Spell Witch. Up next, the latest from this band out of Sweden. I love these guys. I got all the vinyl. I'm hopeful this is going to come out on vinyl. We shall see. And I'm talking about the Rockarollas and the album Celtic Kings on the Stormspell Records. Of course, this is 9 tracks. Your typical heavy metal. Again, in the same vein, well, let's see, this is more classic power speed metal, which I would have to say, it definitely does have the speed metal elements in it, but it's still a classic heavy metal sound as well. But again, this is on Stormspell Records. This is a new release from the Rockarollas. I do have their previous albums all on vinyl. I think there's 4. But good stuff from these guys out of Sweden. Up next, a band called Stygian Oath. And I believe this is their self-titled release. Also on Stormspell Records. 6 tracks. Just classic heavy metal played the old style. And again, like I say, these guys are on Stormspell as well. But again, a new release. So check them out. Up next, a new release from classic heavy metal band Lucifer's Hammer. And this one is called Time is Death. 7 tracks, again on Stormspell Records. I just listened to some Lucifer's Hammer earlier, and which was on vinyl, and good stuff. And like I say, this has 7 tracks. Again, classic heavy metal. Just check them out. Some Lucifer's Hammer. And let's see here. I think I got a couple more. I got to make sure. Yeah. The last one, which is new. This is in Digipack. It is a 2 CD set from Florida band Siren. This band was originally around in 1984, and they put out a single called Metro Mercenary, and definitely a killer band, classic heavy metal, but this is a 2 CD set, and it's called Up From the Depths, Early Anthology and More. And again, like I say, it is a digipack. And on the second CD, here's the book here. There are 4 new tracks, 1 live track out of the 4. But here's the book, 24-page book you get with it. It has a run of songs on the back. But it has the story of Siren. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they are in the process of recording some new material. Good to see a lot of these old bands reforming and doing some new material. But if you haven't checked this out, definitely check it out. It's great stuff. And then the mystery band that he sent was, and I'm not sure if this band is related to the other band, but this is Steel Assassin, and it is The Master. It's from 1986. I read on inside about it's a mystery tape. The story, Danny came across a tape, a half-inch master tape, which was labeled Steel Assassin Master. Did some information, tried to get some information about the band. These guys were out of the Bay Area. Could not find anything about the band, but they're in the same vein as Judas Priest, Armored Saint, Cinderella vein. This is not the band from Massachusetts, not the Steel Assassin from there, but this is a San Francisco Steel Assassin. 6 tracks. Of course, does have my name on the bottom. So anyway, it was good. Also, I wanted to mention that Wretched is limited to 500, and I had 257. So anyway, check out that Steel Assassin if you ever find it or get it. But anyway, up next, kind of a retro 70s band I came across. They have 4 tracks. It's an EP, and I'm talking about Cherokee and their album called Waker Tarka Ricci Un. They play that retro 70s old style sound. Very good at what they do. But good stuff here. Just think maybe, God, I don't know, maybe Gygax, Night Demon style. But they definitely put that 70s vibe into this stuff. But it's still very good stuff. Up next is, I don't know if I did this or not. If I did, I apologize. But the second album from Salem's Lot with Mask of Morality. And I did a What's Banging My Head segment, and that's where I showed this. But this is their latest effort. It has, what is it? I believe there are 10 tracks to this. Their first one was an EP of sorts, 6 tracks. This one is very good. Just think, I don't know. If you see the band, you could probably say more glam metal, but they are nothing like glam metal in my opinion. They just have a straightforward heavy metal sound. Monroe Black on vocals does an awesome job, but the band is very tight. I think these guys are going to go places. Like I say, their second release from Salem's Lot. Up next, a band out of Utah, and I believe this is their third release. They're more melodic power metal, maybe a little progressive overtones into their style, but I'm talking about Sonic Prophecy and Savage Gods. 10 tracks on Rockshot Records, and good stuff here. Definitely pick them up. Love these guys. Like I say, I believe this is their third release, all on CD, no vinyl. But check them out if you get a chance. Down to a couple left here, and these guys are out of Brazil, and love this band. Definitely traditional heavy metal band called Death Keepers, and the album Rock This World, which came out, I believe it was this year, was their release. Doesn't really have a lot to say about this in the notes. Pretty straightforward, simple stuff. Anyway, let's see if we got what we got here. Yeah, see, there isn't not much to the liner notes. It's almost making me want to think that this was a CDR copy, but anyway, good stuff from these guys. I believe, like I say, I believe they're out of Brazil. Band called Death Keepers and Rock This World. Last one, 80s band, the only one they ever put out on vinyl, hard to find, band called Drysill. And the album, Welcome to the Show, definitely great, 84 heavy metal, done very well. Let's see, what are there? There are 9 tracks on here. Originally put out on Cathargo Records, also through Pierce Steel Records and Soul Food. So this came out in 2015. So anyway, here's some Drysill. So anyway, so guys, that is all I have for this update, and I'll be back shortly with another update on vinyl. Anyway, this is Kevin, known as Metalwargod, and you have been watching